Gas prices are climbing again, and according to the Wall Street Journal, that could shake up the entire auto industry just as carmakers bet big on trucks and SUVs. At the same time, a $100 million investment in skilled trades training signals a massive infrastructure boom that could reshape the American workforce. And here in Traverse City, debates are heating up over downtown parking, a $17 million school project, and the start of the spring tourism season.
Well, first we'll start off with a couple of national articles, both of them from the Wall Street Journal. And reading the first one, I certainly wouldn't want to be running an automobile company today. According to the Wall Street Journal, rising gasoline prices are creating new uncertainty for the U.S. auto industry, just as many automakers recently shifted away from electric vehicles and back toward larger gas-powered trucks and SUVs. And you might remember that the $7,500 credit for an electric vehicle went away. That was about 6 months ago. Anyway, the national average price for regular gasoline has climbed to about $3.48 per gallon, and I'm sure that's going to be going higher, rising sharply since the start of the Iran conflict. Analysts say sudden jumps in fuel prices often change consumer behavior, pushing some buyers toward smaller or more fuel-efficient vehicles or delaying purchases as car prices and interest rates remain high. Detroit automakers such as Ford Motor Company and General Motors have recently scaled back some electric vehicle plans that are now heavily dependent on truck and SUV sales. While those vehicles remain popular, investors worry higher fuel costs could eventually reduce demand. Automakers say modern trucks are more fuel efficient than in the past, which may help soften the impact if gas prices continue to rise. However, you're going to remember vehicles are very expensive now. I think they're on the average about $50,000. This will be an interesting development. And once again, according to the Wall Street Journal, a company which you may not have heard of called BlackRock plans to donate $100 million to expand training programs for skilled trades such as electricians, plumbers, and HVAC technicians. The initiative, called Future Builders, will support workers from early training through apprenticeships and professional licensing. Company leaders say the investment is needed because the U.S. will require a large workforce to build and maintain aging infrastructure, energy systems, and data centers. BlackRock executives argue that infrastructure investment could reach trillions of dollars in the coming decade and that a shortage of skilled workers could slow those projects. The program is part of the firm's broader push into infrastructure investing as demand grows for projects tied to energy, transportation, and artificial intelligence. And quite frankly, I think this is nothing but good news. Our Northwestern Michigan College over here is doing the same thing. I think those are all great investments. Not everybody needs to be a philosophy major. And now for some local news. Traverse City officials are reviewing possible changes to the downtown parking system to stabilize the parking fund and manage growing demand, especially during peak tourism months. The system operates as an enterprise fund, meaning revenue from meters and permits must cover its operating and maintenance costs. City leaders say financial pressures and increased downtown activity have prompted a reassessment of current policies. Proposed changes include adding fees for electric vehicle charging stations, extending metered hours during the summer, and potentially adjusting parking rates. Here's another big story. $17 million for a TCAPS Fieldhouse proposal. Traverse City Area Public Schools is considering a proposal to build a new $17.2 million indoor fieldhouse designed to expand athletic and event space for students and the broader community. The facility would provide year-round space for practices, physical education programs, and school events that are currently limited during winter months. Supporters say the project could improve student athletics and allow the district to host regional tournaments and community activities. Large public spending projects tied to schools often generate strong community interest and, of course, discussion about the priorities and where do you get the funding from. The proposal could impact students, taxpayers, and local sports programs as the school board weighs the beneficial or the potential benefits against the cost. And spring events are about to start, and they're going to boost local tourism, folks. Local businesses in the Traverse City area are preparing for increased visitor traffic as spring events begin across northern Michigan. It doesn't look that way this weekend, folks, but we'll see. Restaurants, retail shops, and bars expect a surge in customers tied to St. Patrick's Day celebrations and early season travel. Tourism officials say these events could help kick off the spring visitor season before the busy summer months start. Business owners hope the added activity will provide an early boost to the local economy. And there you have it, folks. That's the weekly updated news from Traverse Talks. I'm Jim Horn, and have yourself one great weekend.